my gosh, you guys, we got a new car. It's not new, it's a used car. It's a used truck, because I got a truck. I'm a truck girl now. We finally did it. I finally got a car. I am so happy. I do not regret my purchase at all. I am in love with this car. I actually wrote down everything that I wanted in a vehicle, and this ticked all the boxes except for a sunroof. And my car buying experience, I even wrote that down on my little sticky note. My car buying experience was excellent. I couldn't have asked for like a better just like day, because I actually was really pissed off that day, which was one of the things that prompted me to just like go look at it, because I knew I was in a mood where I wouldn't be able to take anybody's BS that day or like be, you know, tricked or anything like that. I was very like straightforward. Yeah, we purchased a Ford F-150. It was used. It has around, it's almost 64,000 miles, and she's a beautiful carbonized gray. Her name is Big Sexy, and she's absolutely wonderful. She does a bunch of stuff that I don't know how to do. She came with the truck bed cover as well, which was really awesome because I know those are really expensive. She has all the gadgets and gadgets I could ever ask for. My last car was a 2017 Honda Civic, which I absolutely adored. It was totaled, not my fault. I wanted to go, like, I've always wanted a truck. I just think they're extremely practical, especially if you have a lot of like random hobbies and like you live, like you're gonna need furniture. And like sometimes you don't want to have to rent a truck every time you want to take something home from the furniture store, or you want to haul something from the thrift store. The Honda Civic can actually fit a lot, but this was just way more practical for my lifestyle. And I always tell people I was a truck girl. I was just stuck in a Honda Civic, and I love that Honda Civic. But now we are in our dream vehicle. I am so happy. I do not regret buying a Ford at all. I know I talked a lot of crap about like the Ford brand. I was in a Ford Focus when I was a kid, and like those cars just had lots of issues. But there's one thing for sure, Ford can make a truck. Now, I did do my research. My dad is a mechanic. When I bought this car and I went into the dealership to see it, I specifically asked for one of their mechanics to run like all the codes on the car. So like plug their little auto sensor car reader up into my car. They have really, really fancy ones, and they have really, really cheap ones. And like typically, if someone's been working on cars for a while, they will have a really, really fancy one. It kind of looks like an iPad. And I really suggest, if you are looking for a car, that you request this. It is not something they get often, but it can give you peace of mind that like nothing's going to go wrong within the next like few days that you have your vehicle. Also, put the vehicle's VIN number into it's like a safety search, and it will pull up all of the recalls for your vehicle. So because I was buying used, I knew that like the cars aren't perfect, especially like any brand, even my Honda Civic, with how reliable that was, it had recalls on it too, especially when it came to AC. The AC was a problem in my Honda Civic. But for this car, it did have one recall on it. When I went to the dealership, I actually asked them, did you guys fix it? And they were like, yeah. And then they were like, actually, no, we didn't fix that. So I made an appointment with another Ford dealership, because I bought this at a Honda dealership, surprisingly. When it's like a safety recall, they will actually, it's all free. So they have to inspect the vehicle and then go from there and see if like it needs the part or whatever parts it needs. So this one has like it's not for sure, it's just a recall. So they're gonna inspect it and see if there is a bolt that needs to be replaced in the rear axle. When I did get the sensor reading, like at the dealership, I went to the back and everything to look at the codes. Nothing popped up that was like concerning. Actually, nothing popped up, which was great. I felt pretty confident in my purchase. I did get a warranty on it, which I highly suggest. You know, saving enough money, or just taking into account the money needed for a warranty, especially if you're going to buy used, and see what that warranty covers. The mechanic kind of slipped up and he's like, I love these cars. You know, sometimes the timing belt goes out on these. And I was like, okay, when I get to the finance guy and we talk about warranties, that's something that I'm going to ask, which those are covered under my warranty. Yeah, I love this car. I'm going to have to give you guys an entire car tour and then really dig down into like how my car buying experience was, because a lot of things like just lined up that day. Like even my salesman's name was the name of my brother, spelled the exact same way. I just thought that was very odd, and like he was so nice to me. He was actually really busy. He had a lot of people coming in that day. I didn't make an appointment or anything for this. He was like, would you rather just look at the car by yourself for a little bit and I can come out and get you, or do you want to wait for me? It may just take some time. And I was like, let me look at my car by myself. And we just got along really well. He was super nice. When we were actually in the back looking at like the sensors and everything, he was like, yeah, Big Sexy. And I was like, that's the name of the car. The car's name is Big Sexy because she is beautiful. She has like all these buttons. I love it. She has hotspots. Cars come with hotspots. So we're about to be like working in the truck. We got a work truck. It's just, I just am so happy. I'm so happy. I love this car. And you guys know how devastated I was about losing my Honda Civic. And you know everything happens for a reason. I tell myself that all the time. Everything happens for a reason. Everything motivates you for the greater good. I couldn't ask for more. The windows came tinted, y'all. Nobody can see me. Okay, we're gonna head home. I will make sure that we do a thorough car tour in case any of my girlies out there are looking for, you know, a truck and you want to see what it comes equipped with. I mean, this one comes equipped with everything. It's got 4-wheel drive. I can tow in it. It's got lights everywhere if you wanted to go camping. Big old touch screen. That was one of my things. Like, I wanted a touch screen, and this one comes with like that big 15-inch iPad stuck in the console. And I did want some physical buttons, and this comes with physical buttons. Specifically for the AC, I wanted physical buttons because if anything happens to the touch screen and you can't access the AC, that's going to be a problem. Okay, enough talking. I'm going to be late for work, but I had to share this. We have a vehicle.
Wiggles. From this point on the trail, a climber could fall 1,500 feet straight down to the valley floor. At least 5 climbers have died on this route over the last few years. But for those who reach the final stretch, they manage to pull themselves up using these chains. The summit of Angel's Landing awaits.
So yesterday, I actually went to the Ford dealership because we needed to check out one of those recalls I was talking about. The truck I bought was used and it did have an open recall on it, and I took it to a Ford dealership because typically if it's a safety recall, you can take it to a Ford dealership for free. They will inspect your car for free and they will fix the problem for free. That was one of the first things I had on my mind when I bought that truck because, like I also mentioned, I did buy my truck from a Honda dealership and they would not go ahead and just like take it to the nearest Ford and do it. They were like, you have to do it. So that's what I did. Turns out everything is fine. They inspected it. They inspected a lot. They do like a full inspection. They were like, everything's fine. And I was like, fantastic. And then we were going to take it back to the shop. I know it seems like the truck has been in and out of the shop since I bought it, but trust me, the truck is fine. We are just making her real pretty and perfect. And I have a lot of peace of mind when I do this. So we're going to take it back to the Honda dealership in a few days because the warranty that I got, in order to make some of like the warranty actually cheaper in total, I like tacked on a ceramic coating. So she's going to get that. They definitely do something to the outside of the car as far as like trying to protect the current paint on it. And then, yeah, I know if I like spill ink or like tear a seat, they will also fix that, but we'll see. I need to take the dog out and I already made my coffee, so I thought, why not give you guys the Big Sexy truck tour. I'm also going to be making a separate video just like purely, this is the car, here's what it can do, and here's what I know it can do so far, and here's what I don't know what to do with it, but I do want to put in this vlog some clips of like what the car looks like, what the truck looks like. And if you were interested, or maybe like this is kind of piquing your interest into purchasing a truck, girl, do it. Or guy, girl, guy, gal, do it. It is absolutely worth it. And like if you're worried about gas, I came from a Honda Civic. Like that is one of the best on gas. The thing with like looking at gas, and you always have to keep in mind, I can drive a Honda Civic all day long and like drive 60 miles one way, 60 miles back the other way, 5 days a week. I used to do that. I'm still gonna have to fill up 2 or 3 times. I was spending almost $100 in gas on that car a week when I had like full-time, had to be on site type of job. If you have a truck and you're getting pretty good like highway miles, you may not even have to fill up the entire week because the gas tank is so large, okay? Like you have to kind of put it in perspective. Plus you now have the capability of like hauling. You have way more capacity as far as what you can put in that car, it's a give and take. And yes, it's like, yeah, gas may be more expensive, but you also have to think about the capacity of that gas tank. Like, do you actually kind of get the same amount of mileage? Like, you don't get the same amount of mileage per gallon, but do you get the same amount of mileage per fill up? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to write it down. We're gonna go outside and we're gonna look at the car now. So before we even get out there, one of my favorite features, and I don't know if like, I haven't had a new car, so like this could be just a thing that happens with new cars now. When I start approaching the vehicle, her lights turn on. Only if I have the key. And I just think that is so cute. So yeah, when we go outside, you'll see that the lights are already on, and that's just because I'm approaching with the key. Okay, let's go.